But here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry, and some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Ito Smith.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
21-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down and 7.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 26, check 26. Hey, wait. Check, crunch.
A handoff to Smith. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Hey, free please. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty got it. Hey, express.
Ryan. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. Kill. Hey, free play.
Here's a give to Smith. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
57's Mike.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
You better be afraid of me. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Yeah. Hey, Sam. Hey, check Mike 47. Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Smith. stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 30.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
51, Sam!
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
54, Sam!
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 13 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's across midfield.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down.
At the 2-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
To Taylor Gabriel.
Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second and 6.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check. 59, ready.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
39. 3 down. Watch the ship. Hey.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
20.
To throw on second and 6. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down, ready, ready, check. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 52's the mic, boys, 52. Pick me up. Here we go. Nay, express. Check 9. Gun. Check 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick is,
and he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7. Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
2nd and 5.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 49 yards out. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
6-yard line.
They'll run it here with Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw is Ryan. He shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jeremy Chin able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
The 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete to
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
At the 9-yard
2nd and 9. Stepping up, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Joe. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw again is Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith. Down right around the 25.
The ball carrier.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Jeremy Chin.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd and 7.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
59, ready, 25.
On 3rd down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Check, check.
They'll run for it with Smith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Back now here on EA Sports.
14.
It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They keep it with Smith on 1st down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
We want it. Come in my world. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Chase, space.
A handoff to Smith. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 14-yard line.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
47's the mark. Let him go.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Good. That ties the game at 14. To kick off for the Falcons.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. McCaffrey with a first down and more. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
For the point after.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now, it's Smith, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The 43-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now with Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 55 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Big stop, Lee. Big stop. Let's go. Kill. Under 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football.